Hey, it's certified postpartum fitness and athleticism coach Jenna Dalton, and in this video I'm going to share 5 quick tips to help you restore your core and pelvic floor strength after pregnancy. So tip number 1, strengthen your glutes. Strong glutes are so important to your core and pelvic floor strength. Your glutes and your pelvic floor are actually connected, and we want to make sure that you have nice, strong glutes. This is much more than just filling out your yoga pants or fitting into those jeans and feeling like you got a good looking badonkadonk. It's like your body, your choice. You want to have a nice round booty? Rock on. But beyond the aesthetics, we want to make sure that we have strong glutes because they're connected to our pelvic floor. The stronger our glutes are, the more likely we are to have a strong core and pelvic floor. Tip number 2, I want you to focus on breathing. Now, a lot of times we tend to be either belly breathers or chest breathers. And what I want you to focus on, I want you to focus on being a rib breather. So right now, you can even just put your hands on your ribs and I want you to take a breath. Do your ribs move at all, or do they just stay in the same position? You can even have one hand on your ribs, one hand on your belly. What happens? Does your belly move a lot more than your ribs? What we really want to do is we want to get that breath into our ribs more. That's where our diaphragm sits. Our diaphragm is a key part of our core canister, our core system. And if we're not getting any movement in our ribs, that's an indication that maybe our diaphragm isn't working as well as it could be. We want to be taking nice, deep breaths through that rib cage. So focus on that deeper breathing through the ribs there. Key number 3, focus on your hip alignment. Focus on ensuring that you have an untucked bum and that you're not clenching your glutes. You're not clenching your butt under. This is related to key number 1. We want to make sure that we have strong glutes, and we want to make sure that we're not walking around, sitting, sleeping, all the things with tucked glutes. We want to make sure that our glutes are untucked so they have an opportunity to function properly, because when we tuck the glutes under, they're not able to engage in the way that they're supposed to be able to engage. So untuck the bum, unclench the bum, and let those glutes function like they're supposed to. Key number 4 is we want to have some great mobility throughout our body. Moms are notoriously tight. We have all sorts of tightness in our body because mom life just requires a lot of physical strength and being in awkward positions and all this different kind of stuff. And so we need to bring some mobility back into our bodies, specifically spinal mobility. Remember, we were just talking about the diaphragm and how the diaphragm is a key part of our core system. If we have some stiffness in our back, it makes it harder for our diaphragm to do its job properly and coordinate with our pelvic floor. So we want to make sure that we have some great mobility through our spine. Key number 5, we want to make sure that you know how to engage your transverse abdominis. When I say engage your core, we want to make sure that your rectus abdominis, your 6-pack abs, aren't taking over, or that your obliques aren't taking over. We want to make sure that your deep abdominal muscles, your transverse abdominis, is able to engage properly. So you want to practice that. Make sure that you are able to get that good engagement. I have a lovely engagement video that can teach you how. Just Google jennadalton.com, engage your core, and you'll be able to find it. So I hope that those tips were helpful to help you feel like you have the tools to help build a stronger core and pelvic floor. If you want more, you can head to jennadalton.com/free, where you can sign up for my free program full of workouts and more tips like these to help you feel stronger and more like yourself again after baby.